Hello and welcome back to another insightful episode of Value Seller Talks with Deepak Bajaj. I'm your host Deepak. Today we have a special guest joining us, someone who is deeply involved in shaping the future of education. She is the principal of GD Goenka Public School, Sector 10A, Gurugram, Dr. Nidhi Nijhawan. Welcome, Dr. Nidhi. It's pleasure to be here. And she is on a mission to provide a modern education which is needed for today, modern and busy India.
Thank
Dr.
you so much, Mr. Deepak Bajaj, for such words. And it is indeed a pleasure to be on your show today.
Thank you so much, and it's pleasures all us. So, Dr. Nidhi, we all know about your professional endeavors, your achievements, but we would like to know you as a person first.
All right, to start with, Mr. Deepak, I am a learner. I believe I'm a learner. And from the very beginning till today, I feel I've been learning, and my experiences have taught me many things. And as a person, I would like to give a brief about me is about myself is that I have been on a road of learning, and to me, each challenge, each experience is a milestone. And in the words of Robert Frost, as I would like to sum it up, that there are miles to go, and indeed miles to go. And if I talk about myself, I started my schooling from Delhi. I am a Delhiite, and I did my schooling from Convent of Jesus and Mary, New Delhi. Did my political science honors from Delhi University, Jesus and Mary College, and then got married to an army officer. And wherever he went, I would say I tagged along, but then I selected or I came into this profession of education more by chance than by choice. But now, of course, this profession has become my selected profession, my choices profession. I'm a mother to two beautiful children, and of course, I am a doting wife and obedient daughter. And as a person, I would like to say I love children, and I feel that they are the future of any country. And whatever through my experiences I can convey to the children, I try my best to do that. I am empathetic, compassionate, and try to do whatever. As a team leader today, I'm in a position of team leader, and I try to lead my team in the best possible manner.
Yeah, no, very well said. And we have seen, read your reviews and seen some videos of the parents as well. So your love toward the children as well as your empathy towards them. So thank you for that.
Thank
So,
you so much.
but now moving towards we would like to understand your insights, especially on the journey that led to you to as a role for the principal of GD Goenka School.
Uh, Mr. Deepak, I started my profession as a primary school teacher and moved on to become a TGT, then PGT, then coordinator, vice principal, and finally principal to schools, to the leaded branded schools. And somewhere I feel that as a team leader or as a school principal, I feel that there is lot many things that I can do being a school leader. There are there are ways, and there I would say there it has been an experiential learning for myself also. And if I talk of the insights or anecdotes, I would like to say that this has been a beautiful journey because as I progressed from one designation to another, and today being a team leader, I feel that there have been experiences throughout which have helped me to learn. And being a team leader, I personally feel that we can shape up the ways and we can work out the modalities, we can work out the methodologies, implementations of the pedagogy can be in a manner that will help us to out a niche to support the students so that see, knowledge is there and knowledge can be gained. But what is more important are the values and the skills also that get important.
Right. Right. Very well said. Now, other than students, there's a huge parent expectation. So I like to move and shift our focus to the evolving landscape, especially on the education. And what are the parents' expectation in this new world of modern education?
I would like to say here that parents are, you know, parents today are very different from the parents when we were students because the when that time it was pure, I would say, academic stress was more on academics. But nowadays, parents believe in focusing on the holistic development of the student also, and overall a 360-degree development. And today, the expectations of the parents go beyond expectations, I would say, because they're not the normal norms. Because today, the parents feel that uh, if my child is being sent to the school, then there is the child besides the knowledge needs to gain on skill sets, on the values, communication skills, and other ways in which the child can progress into becoming a holistic individual, wherein they can fight their challenges and they have that confidence to fight the challenges, to face the challenges. So I would say there is a very different kind of an expectation from a parent today, of a parent today, from the school leaders, from the faculty members, and we try and come up to their expectations, and that is why the school um is progressing on the path of excellence.
Yes, every parent has their own. Yeah, you rightly said the parents earlier and now and tomorrow they are all the time.
Yeah, yeah, there's a paradigm shift, and I think that that is very well expected also because marks don't count now with the NEP coming up and the support of the CBSC and other or educational organizations. It's important that a child needs to learn from the experiences, which has to be there.
So to our viewers, CBSE here is the board which is controlling the education. It's one of the board, and because we have a lot of international viewers as well, so CBSE stands for Central Board of Secondary Education. Right. Thanks. Thank you. And I want to give the clarity to the audience as well, global audience as well. Right. So now, if I move to our next level, and the GD Goenka School is renowned for its innovative approaches. So in today's fast-paced world, how does the school support the working parents, which are super busy, to ensure that their children remain engaged and they are up to the date with the academic achievements?
Mr. Deepak, we've moved away from rote learning in the very first thing what I would like to share. And moreover, we try and give the parent a support in the way we know we have working parents. So the kind of the home assignments that we allot to the children and they are more into wherein initially what used to happen was the R&D, the research part was being done at home, and the we used to tell them that okay, these are the questions, that is what as a student, when I was a student, I was being given. But now it has a flip side to it, but nowadays we discuss, let the children do the research work in school, and when they go home they have to take out just a synopsis and write or collate their research work. So there, a lot of support comes to the parent because the facilitators or the teachers, they are supporting the students in doing that research, answering the FAQs. And when the child goes home, the child is collating whatever the research learning the child has done.
Right. So it's basically a team, it's a group activity with
Yes.
the teachers as well as the students.
Yes, so there's a lot of collaborative learning which is done in school, and then they need to, collate the feedback and the learn.
The more the student discuss, the better they learn and the better they
Yes.
the
So
mind
that's the pattern. Yes. And then we have a 5 day school, 5 day a week school. So 5 days in a week, the children come. So on Saturdays, the two working Saturdays, which the teachers are there, we have also remedial program for the students, or we would say an enhancement program for the students related to their subject enhancement and all if we require. And also we do a lot of multiple programs with the children so that complete a skill development happens. We have up periods. So a lot of activities and besides the academic, the co-scholastic activities are also being taken care of.
I'm pretty much sure the whole staff is very busy. Right. And it's the need of the hour as well. If the parents are not
Yes.
available, then someone has to take the lead and they have to
Yes. Yes.
break that.
So
Uh,
timetables are also being worked out in a manner where, the child is not starting out of 8 periods. The child is just not opening the book and just sitting in front of the book or on the front of the digit. We have the smart board. So, there's a lot of digital learning also happening for the students in the school itself, along with, and their concentration span also varies. So that things are being.
Thank you for bringing that thing. And I'm pretty much sure most of the parents are unaware that what is happening inside the school once they drop the child at the
Yes.
gate.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. So now the another thing which comes in the mind is how you achieve a balance between academics and extracurriculum activities, which is crucial for holistic development. So how does the GD Goenka navigate this equilibrium to foster well-rounded individuals?
So we are doing is that's what we said. I told you that we are having club periods in a week. We have the club one day. Some we have dedicated periods for clubs wherein the children select, and every 3 months they can change their club. So we have communications, we have pottery making, we have TED talk, we have environment club, we have swimming club for the seniors. So that is there, wherein they goes we have theater, we have dance. So wherein the children select and they follow their hobby and their passion, and then of course we have our curriculum divided in a manner wherein besides the road besides the children working on the academics, like even if there's a poem or a prose lesson, then the teacher at times have the role play done for it. So wherein the theater and education also makes a lot of difference. And then we also have our sports. So the students are involved in the sports activities also. So there's a balance of academics and co-scholastic areas. We have a lot of like from grade one, we are doing coding, grade six onwards, we have the artificial intelligence. So the learnings never stop. Uh, the art classes, the craft classes, and the library periods wherein we encourage reading amongst the students. So this is how we are balancing both scholastic as well as co-scholastic areas.
No, too much. I must say it's too much for the child as well, but it's very important to understand, especially with the technology. Hmm. So my next question actually comes towards the technology as well. So as we always say, technology at a base. So how does GD Goenka integrate innovative technologies into its educational framework, and particularly in the context where the remote learnings are becoming the norms of the life?
So I think COVID has taught everyone lot many things also. and there were like on the Canva and the other things, the tools which are being used, and the children are made familiar with these tools of working it out. And technology, of course, is here to stay. And at GD Goenka also, we leave no stone unturned to make our children techno savvy. And as I mentioned, that we are having coding right from grade one. We are doing STEAM or we STEAM learning for even in our pre-primary classes, and we have the Japanese curriculum Shin program that we are following up with the children from pre-primary to grade 5, the primary and the pre-primary classes, where they are learning. The learning is happening through the digital learning, and then we are collaborating for our AI classes also. And we recently had a workshop for the students based on AI, and we are working on that. And of course, if I talk of the other digital tools that are being used, we have as smart classes. So so the teachers are teaching through PowerPoint presentations, students, so that the like the say your French Revolution.
Mm,
How we started, just an example, we started French Revolution through books, but nowadays the teacher is teaching, say, the French Revolution through a PowerPoint presentation, showing the movies related to that, and so that whatever the child is learning, it stays, and then they can use the same learning in future. So that is how we are looking at things.
no, I'm flown with the idea of your AI workshops, so which is very important at this moment.
That is very important.
Yes, correct. Right. And I'm pretty much sure the school has some great plans regarding the AI and the machine learning in the
We are in talks so that we can develop AI labs and the robotic labs also.
in the school. Wow,
Yes, we would want that.
oh, impressive, impressive. Right. Uh, Now focusing from out from the students to the parents. So, what are the common mistakes you have observed parents are making, and how can educational institutions bring the gap between the academic offering and the parental demand?
I personally feel that we are all learning. We are all learners. Yes, parents are also, they are also facing multiple issues at times, because working parents, generally because at home, and we are into nuclear families now. So at home, at times, it happens is that the parents feel that it's not across all parents, but sometimes what the error or a mistake I think a parent makes is that they try to compensate material things to time. But
Hmm.
what is more important is to spend time with your children, whatever time you may get. We will not try to measure it through a yardstick. But
Hmm.
yes, it is important to have the time spent, quality time spent. It's a very famous saying or a quote that a family that eats together stays together. Those dinner time talks are actually missing out. And I still remember my father reading out the bedtime story to me. Nowadays, those things are missing out because it was not a bedtime story. It used to be throughout the day what the child has felt.
Hmm.
So at times you feel that the children, they are not able to share out things, and it becomes, and they are prone to so many things, so many insights, so many the digital content at times goes very very unfiltered to them at home. In school we are taking care of it, but at times at home, since with both the parents working, nobody there are maybe not, I would say the checks and the balances have to be balanced out and kept. So from parents, my as a school leader, my expectation goes is I often when I talk to the parents, I have coffee mornings with them or we have counseling sessions with them. So we do tell them, oh, like we have started the football league matches
Mm.
wherein our parents come in the morning, grandparents come. So it's a very beautiful thing because parents, grandparents have taken out that time, they enjoy their children playing, and then they have the time to share the smiles of their children. This is what is required, and somewhere I think it is taking a backseat. We are also busy. If even if I talk of as a mother, my I have a son and a daughter. So my elder one is a son, and my younger one is a daughter. And my daughter often says that you have not spent that kind of a time that you used to spend with the elder one. And if I reflect, I also feel that because we are all looking for a me time, but we need to have that family time also, taking them out for lunches or spending some time out of our busy schedules.
Everyone
That
has.
is where I think the parents might be making those mistakes.
Yeah, yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, so that's the reason we are talking about the modern busy India, and with the globalization, the biggest problem is you have to stay with the sun, and sun is always away, always at the sky, 24/7, you know.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't realize that very soon these young birds will fly out of our nest, and then we will be left with empty nest because they will move out. So those formative years to spend time with them is very
And that is very much possible, right? If you look at the visa, embassies and everything, everything is full with youngsters. So,
yes,
so
yes.
okay. No, thank you for sharing and that personal, the feeling which you are already facing. Also, it's obvious that many and millions of us are facing the same thing.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for bringing it up. So now the one thing which you have already mentioned about coffees and with morning coffees, but how you make sure that other than this remote connections, there should be an emotional connect with the working parents in their busy times, and what measures which the school have initiated over the time.
So we keep doing our academic planner, or I would say, our activity calendar we share with the parents right at the beginning of the session. And we try and incorporate many things like we have the special day celebrations, whereas recently I shared with you about the football league matches, and we had the Mother's Day celebrations wherein we had the mothers coming and participating, and we have the summer camps, then we will be doing theater fest, and we have the annual function, and we have the carnivals wherein parents come and they spend time, an informal way of talking with the teachers and connecting an emotional bond with the caretakers of their children in school, as we call ourselves. And then this is how, and of course we have a very open door policies. Parents can give calls, and we do care calls with the parents to understand in case they are having some kind of if there is some kind of an emotional disparity, and we keep doing these things, and we have multiple events lined up, and we do book fairs, and we also have our PFMs, that is the parent facilitator meetings, and that is how we ensure things to be done. And then we have orientation programs for our parents so that they know their grades of the children, what all they are studying, and how is it going.
Very well said, and I'm pretty much sure the parents. A lot of parents are aware, but most of the parents are unaware that what is going on at the school and how important these type of meetings are for them to be
Definitely,
connected with
definitely.
the facilitators as well as
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
right. Thank you for all the information. Now, moving from the parents to the nowadays in the technology. So we always talk about that the advancement in AI, cloud computing, which are the buzzword of the industry right now. So how do you see the education system evolving in next 3 to 5 years, and what should the school focus to stay innovative?
See, there are a lot of edtech platforms that have come up to promote these things, and we are also tying up with these platforms. And yes, in education, AI, of course, is there to stay, and uh, more of trainings, I would say, would be required of the facilitators. Also, not only of the students, but also for the facilitators, because to learn, to understand any new innovative thing coming up, it is important, then only it gets implemented in an holistic manner. So we are also looking at training our faculty members with AI, and it's not just the teachers who are teaching AI, but also the other mother teachers and the other teachers, activity teachers, because yes, it can be incorporated, implemented through various subjects, because there has to be a collaborative learning regarding AI also.
Yeah, right, because most of the terms are unfamiliar with.
Yes,
So,
we are, people are not aware of the terms, terminologies, and I think even nowadays, in uh, means in any professional course, also you're doing AI is becoming a very, very important component of that profession.
correct, correct. Yeah, and the obviously the facilitators or the teachers has to
Yes,
learn first before they convey the knowledge
yes,
to the masses.
yes. So even for our 11th and grade 11th, we have introduced AI as an optional also subject, so students can take on AI as their fourth or fifth subject also. We are also offering these things, and we are also in the process of training our staff also regarding similar.
Yeah, very it's a very important step, and it is and no one can move away from that. It has to be
Yes.
incorporated. Mm. Now, in your so much experience and your you have seen a lot of students who have now become the entrepreneurs, or they have become a startups. They have opened their own startup, their own companies, which is a very proud moment. So what is your advice, and what have you seen that what the mistakes these people are doing, because they just come from a school, colleges, then they started their own entrepreneurship journey, right? So what are the common mistakes they have generally admit, and how they should avoid it?
I think somewhere what is lacking is that there is a, I would say, an imbalance, because people feel that startup means just to earn money,
Hmm.
fast money, which I think should not be there. It should be more of, as I said in the beginning, I'm still a learner at this stage, also after gaining 28 years of experience in my field. So, first of all, it is very important for them to understand, to learn that, and their own passion or hobby or the skill set with which aim they have started the startup should will earn them ample revenue, provided it is done in a structured manner, have patience, and learn from their errors and move ahead. So this is what I personally feel, because there are so many startups and it is wonderful. See, if you are your own master of your own of your own domain, there's nothing like that. But yes, the learning has to happen at each stage, and every error or every mistake they commit, they should take it as a learning feedback and move ahead accordingly. Not be in a hurry to earn money, but be in a hurry, I would say, to learn. So that is where I think, as per me, the key to success lies.
Mm, mm. Yeah, because in this is also becoming a rat race. Every individual wants to become a
Yeah, yeah.
owner of multiple company, not a single company.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Success stories are there, and there's no doubt about it. But then, yes, to become a success story, you need to start from scratch also. They need to understand.
true. Right. And if I move from a startup or the these professional to a young professional, so what is the advice which you would like to share with them? What skills and qualities is essential for them to make a mark in the industry?
Uh, I would say that be very, very sure of your content, of your expertise, learn, and read and be more, means take on it in a more structured manner. And of course, don't leave your roots. Be empathetic, compassionate, and have your skills and values in place along with this. And yes, sky is definitely not the limit. And just keep on moving in every challenge, every new turn the destiny takes you to. Take it with full force, with full confidence. Never lose your confidence, because yes, every career, everything has its own ups and downs, and they will keep coming. There's no doubt about it. But then the values and the skill sets always help us to rise above these challenges.
Rightly mentioned.
The
Thank you so
core
much.
competency has to be there. You have to be competent enough to take on your way forward.
The roots are very important, because if you lose
Yes.
the roots, then you can't come back. So
And also they need to understand they have to give back to the community also, whatever they are gaining. That's also important.
so true, exactly. And this has to be incorporated right from the beginning, so that the
Have a disciplined life, have your habits, because habits become your pattern of life. So the habits that you inculcate are very important. There's no such thing as, per me, it's a good or a bad habit, because at times the circumstances may make us do something which is not a habit of ours. But then I feel be accountable to your actions. And maybe you've done something which the circumstances demanded. That's perfect. And to err is human. There's nothing wrong in making mistakes. We all learn, we all make mistakes, and take the risk in life and move on. Because if mother had not taken that first risk and not let the child move out of her lap and start walking, if she was always worried that the moment my child leaves my lap will fall down, I think we wouldn't have learned walking ever. So we need to take risks in life. That's perfect. And if a risk has been taken and the risk has not given the same kind of what we were expecting, nothing wrong in that.
true,
Move ahead.
very well said. Move ahead is the right word. It's a
Yeah.
self-inspiration. Right.
Yes.
I would like to ask the last question, although we have discussed multiple times on that subject, but what advice would you like to offer to the parents and their children as well, which navigating the complexities of the modern education?
I would say that education is an ever evolving concept, because it will keep evolving, we will learn, and it will keep changing. But the thing is, have patience, I would like to say to the parents and the children also, because uh, the implementation part, the pedagogy may differ from school to school, a teacher to teacher, but at the end of the day, the end result is going to be the same. So, if we look at experiential learning, initially it was rote learning, now it is most of the schools are following experiential learning. So, what exactly is experiential learning? Is learning through experiences and life skills. They're all a way, a manner to inculcate life skills. So we need to have patience for it. We need to be um, and be a very constructive. It's also important to give a very constructive feedback about things,
Mhm.
because we should not hold on that, okay, if I'm sharing something with the school or with my teacher, it will come back to my child in a negative manner. Please don't take like that, because we are all educated people, we are all creators, we are all innovators. So share with your teacher, share with the principal that yes, these are the things which maybe can be done in a different manner. And I think nobody minds that kind of a feedback. But yes, we need to be patient in conveying the same thing. And we also need to remember that Rome was never built in a day. So it takes time. So everybody can make mistakes. It's not that the principal cannot make mistakes, or the teacher cannot make mistake, or the parent cannot make mistake. But together we are all stakeholders for taking the child forward. So we need to understand that. And what is also more important, somewhere where I feel is lacking, is that respect.
Hmm.
The respect towards the gurus, respect towards the parents need to be inculcated, because at times parents it's very nice to be friends to your children, but then there is a very thin line also somewhere. So that line needs to be respected. If you have some kind of grudges, you may have some kind of things about your the teacher of your child, but filter it out when it is being conveyed to the child, because they are small, they take on, they're very receptive.
Hmm.
And if we share something, and if the discussion about the school and the teacher becomes a drawing room discussion, then the repercussions are faced by all. So we need to be particular about
So yeah, the thin line is important for
that.
everyone
Yes.
to
Because they always say, no, finer print is always more important than the bolder print.
yeah, that's true. Very important.
And we at times tend to not read the finer print.
Hmm.
Then it's a whole lot, another Pandora's box opening then. So,
Yeah, when anyone crosses the line, then we know the what is the repercussions, and with the students and with the children, they are
definitely,
the
definitely,
issues are totally different. Right. So
definitely.
thank you, Dr. Nidhi, for sharing your invaluable insights and experiences as well as personal learning with us today. Your journey and accomplishment in the education industry is truly inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. And of course, would love to come again on on a talk show with you. Thank you so much, Mr. Bajaj. Thank you
Thank,
very much.
thank you. And until next time, this is Deepak Bajaj signing off. Thank you for watching. Yeah.